What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So wildcard weekend is officially over, and honestly it was pretty disappointing for the most part. We got one good game out of it, but I thought we just did the Steelers yesterday. Now we need to talk about the Minnesota Vikings because they have a very important decision on their hands this offseason based off what they saw. So let's go ahead and jump in and do this Minnesota Vikings offseason rebuild in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciate. So of course, the Vikings go in to Arizona. Obviously supposed to be in LA, but since what's going on in Los Angeles, both teams travel to Arizona, and it was not a good game at all. Sam Darnold looked like the Sam Darnold we saw in week 18. He looked like former Sam Darnold from weeks ago. The Rams tied, I guess, a record of sacks on a single quarterback in the playoffs. Just overall very disappointing. And in my personal opinion, and based off week 18 and also the playoffs, I don't know if you can franchise tag or pay Sam Darnold. I'd probably let some other team pay him, to be honest with you. Now, maybe that's not the correct decision. Maybe the Vikings disagree with that and they'll re-sign him or whatever they may do. Maybe he takes like a Geno Smith type contract, but you cannot give this guy big money. To me, if you were able to get that production out of Sam Darnold, imagine what you could maybe do with JJ McCarthy, who's a lot cheaper. So that's what I'd be thinking if I'm the Vikings. I'm assuming Vikings fans can maybe agree with that. Maybe they don't. I'm not sure. Definitely let me know. But let's go ahead, as usual. Let's get into the re-signing stage. So Sam Darnold, like I said, is going to be a free agent. They paid him a one-year deal. It was a bridge quarterback type move. JJ McCarthy gets hurt. So Sam Darnold starts the whole season. And, you know, they went 14-3 with Sam Darnold. So there is interest and there's reason to bring him back. But I just, based off what I've seen the last 2 weeks, I cannot feel comfortable if I'm the Vikings bringing him back, unfortunately. So we're going to start by paying Byron Murphy, obviously, bringing him back. This defense was a bright spot a lot of the time this year, of course, so keeping this defense intact would be very important. So let's just continue as we might miss out on bringing back Cameron Bynum. Cam Akers is nice depth. I do think, if I'm not mistaken, Aaron Jones might be a free agent this offseason as well, so Cam Akers would be solid depth to at least have. Very familiar with, obviously, Kevin O'Connell has been here with him, played with them in LA, and of course, so don't think I'm worried about too much of anybody else. Let's go see if there's anybody else of interest. So Dalton Reisner, 73 overall. So yeah, we're not worried about him. Daniel Jones, I don't care really about bringing him back. Shaquille Griffin, probably let him go. Cam Robinson, they traded for at the deadline because Christian Darrisaw got hurt, but Darrisaw should be back. Aaron Jones, do we bring him back? If you do, I think we go 1 year on it. I'm gonna go 1 year deal, not team friendly, but we'll go maybe a player friendly contract for 1 year, and I'd be cool with that. But he's going to test free agency, so we'll still maybe re-gauge him again in the free agency market. But that's how we will start the re-signing stage, and we can take a look at the lineup now that is all settled. So taking a look at this offense, obviously, as we all know, Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson are a very good wide receiver duo. Still have TJ Hawkinson, so I'm not really worried about outside weapons. I think Jalen Naylor is a solid wide receiver 3. Can continue to develop. I don't even know actually how old he is, but yeah, he's only 26 still, so maybe not quite as young as I thought he was, but definitely still a solid number 3. Maybe we go get somebody different. Offensive line, it looks like our tackles are pretty solid, but interior line definitely could use some work, so that might be something we take a focus on. JJ McCarthy is going to get the keys at quarterback this upcoming season. Defensively, you have Bobby McCain, which should not be your starting safety at this point. Obviously, Bynum was there. Byron Murphy, definitely need more corners, but I think Harrison Smith also retired on this team. That I noticed. Van Ginkel, Jonathan Grenard. So definitely some solid stuff. Obviously on the defensive side of the football, Dallas Turner, you have Harrison Phillips, and then yeah. So there's definitely some pieces we need to go after. Just go ahead, jump straight into free agency. Let's get to work. So with a lot of the cap space we have made 5 offers in free agency. So we're going for Paulson Adebo, who I think would be a great signing for us. Ryan Kelly to upgrade the interior of the offensive line. Trying to bring back Cameron Bynum. Hopefully we do get him back. Nate Hobbs for more cornerback depth, and James Daniels to continue to improve the interior O-line. So that'd be a great little start to free agency in my opinion. And we will get all 5 to sign. So that's already very good to see. So I'm excited about that. So interior O-line's addressed. So offensive line's looking decent. Could definitely maybe draft another one. Obviously we still need to worry about our running back situation. I'm still going to go after Aaron Jones, assuming he's still out there. I think he will be, if I'm not mistaken. But Daniels, like I said, probably could use another guard. Once Darrisaw's healthy, they'll move O'Neal back. And then we definitely could use maybe a wide receiver 3 quarterback. JJ McCarthy will be healthy here soon. Maybe we could sign another one. But Cashman, and maybe use the right end as well. But overall, not too shabby to start things off. Let's go take a look at the running back market. J.K. Dobbins was here technically, but I don't know. And he's gone now. He's going to the Broncos. So Aaron Jones, assuming he's here, that's probably who we'll go for. Could go after Najee Harris too, but Aaron Jones, if we can just give him a 1-year deal, like I said, that's kind of what I would like to do. But I know he didn't seem interested in that first offer. So I think I got him in a previous video for the Vikings where I kept him around for longer than that. He regressed like crazy after the first season. So don't plan on keeping him past 1 season, honestly. You do have like Elijah Moore in free agency. You do have like Tutu Atwell down here, which I actually like the idea of bringing Atwell in here to maybe have some competition with Jalen Naylor. Let's see if we can get Atwell to sign here as well. And that would be our 3rd wide receiver address there. And let's go take a look at those end spots. So we have Sebastian Joseph Day, Davenport, who I believe, can't remember. Ooh, Milton Williams, actually. Give me Milton Williams, and I'd feel pretty good about this free agency class. But wasn't Davenport a Viking, or am I tripping? I'm not sure. So we may not get Milton Williams. We're actually not even close to getting him, so never mind. Let's actually just give up on that because we're not even in the top 5 at all. So Chase Young is gone. That would have been interesting bringing him in. Dante Fowler, who's been good for my Commanders this year. You have Josh Uche. You have Malcolm Kuntz. And then you also had, like I said, Marcus Davenport, who has no offers. So we can actually go for him as well. Why not? So we'll have him opposite of Dallas Turner probably, and that will look good. So those will be the last 3 offers in free agency, and then the draft will be ahead of us. So assuming we get all 3 of them, that's going to be 8 signings in free agency, some of them being re-signs, obviously. Aaron Jones just come back, and boom. So that is all taken care of. Now we can take the rest of this into the draft. Also, one other thing really quickly. Looks like we do need to sign a quarterback as a backup. So Darnold goes to the Raiders. They give him a 4-year deal worth $105 million. Bro, like I said, I'm not doing it, man. If I'm the Vikings, I'm not doing it. Based off what I've seen, I'm not doing it. Derek Carr, Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs, we could re-sign Daniel Jones. Give me Josh Dobbs. I remember his magical run with the Vikings there for a second. So give me Joshua Dobbs. Started a few games for them and looked pretty interesting there. So let's head to the draft and let's continue on with this video there. So we have the 24th overall pick in this draft. So let's go see what we will be picking there. So Shedeur goes number 1 to the Titans, which, by the way, while I'm talking about this, obviously a report just came out that Deion Sanders might be interested in the Cowboys job, which would just be very interesting to say the least. And now people are mocking the idea of trading Dak to the Titans for the number 1 overall pick somehow. That way the Cowboys can draft Shedeur. I just don't see how that makes sense for the Titans, but whatever. Just wanted to mention that, I guess. So, all right, what do we got? So we got Malachi Starks, Quinn Ewers, which we're not drafted quarterback. Donovan Jackson. I did say we kind of needed to improve the interior of the offensive line. Benjamin Morrison, though, out of Notre Dame, does sound like a solid pick as well. I do like what we did at the corner spot, not going to lie to you. So, I don't know. We also could take on Amari Hampton, but we could probably get running back in round 2. So, I think I'm going to take Donovan Jackson to kind of complete this O-line. So, Donovan Jackson is going to be the pick here. That's going to give exactly what we need on the interior of the offensive line. Number 61 true value, but he is hidden dev, so I can feel pretty good about having Donovan Jackson join this team and giving ourselves a really good O-line going forward. But definitely there were some other options we could have taken, but I'm feeling decent about that one. Wow, we don't have a 2nd round pick. Do we not have a 3rd rounder either? Wow, I didn't realize the Vikings were that screwed on draft picks. Actually, now that I think about it, they traded a lot to get up to drafting Dallas Turner and J.J. McCarthy, if I'm not mistaken. So, wow, I didn't realize it was that bad, but I guess I should have known. Just didn't even think about it until we're in the draft. So only 1 pick in this draft. Should have been better prepared for that, but I totally forgot. So I will see you guys at the end of the draft because round 5 is just a crapshoot anyway. So let the AI take care of that, and we'll look at the lineup going into season number 1. So here's your lineup for season 1, and to me, it's not looking too shabby. So obviously, J.J. McCarthy is going to get his first start in a regular season game. He'll be the starter this year with Aaron Jones as a running back with Cam Akers. You also still have Tyson Chandler, Justin Jefferson, Tutu Atwell, and Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson, Joshua Oliver. O-line's looking pretty good. Donovan Jackson completed it. Ryan Kelly, James Daniels. Now, I will say, if I would have realized we only had our 1st round pick, I probably would have used that pick differently and just rocked with Brandel this year, but it is what it is. Can't go back now. Defensively, you have Bynum, Grenard, Pace, Cashman, Van Ginkel, Metellus. You have Paulson Adebo, Byron Murphy, Nate Hobbs, and then I guess Davenport. I mean, I prefer Dallas Turner to start right there, so we'll put Dallas Turner as the starter. I think he's listed at linebacker, that's why, which does make sense. But offensively, we're an 88% scheme fit, which is nice. I'm going to leave it as the Vikings playbook for now, but down the line, if it gets bad, I might change it. I'll say that. So We're going to get to a 95% scheme fit at a base 3-4. So we'll simulate year one. JJ McCarthy, please show us something Sam Darnold was able to for most of the season. So hopefully you can do the same kind of thing. And I fully expect that to be the case. If Kevin O'Connell can get that out of Sam Darnold, I think he can get that out of JJ McCarthy. The first season with JJ McCarthy being the starter does go well as we go 10-7 and make the playoffs, which is awesome. Now we get to play our fellow division rival, the Detroit Lions, in Wild Card Weekend, so that'll be a tough task, but we'll see how it ends up going. So taking a look at the player stats, immediately I see something I don't like, I will admit. But offensively, he was 11th in the NFL, and then defensively, 8th in the NFL. So top 12 on both sides of the ball, can't be too mad about that. JJ McCarthy, 34-16 his rookie season, pretty happy to see that as well. Aaron Jones, very productive as a running back, 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns. But again, we'll have to replace him this offseason because he regresses like crazy. I don't love that Justin Jefferson's not even in 1,000 yards. I just don't see a world where that would ever happen. But 958 yards and 7 touchdowns. Maybe JJ McCarthy as a starting quarterback. I don't know. But yeah, I don't love that. But Jordan Addison had a terrific season, so maybe that gets him to superstar dev. We'll see. Sacks-wise, you had 9 from Van Ginkel, who's an absolute dog. 5.5 from Bernard, 5 from Davenport, and then 3 from Phillips, and then 3 from Dallas Turner. 4 receptions from Adebo, 4 from Byron Murphy, 2 from Pace, and 2 from Cashman, and 2 from Nate Hobbs. So let's jump into this playoff game, shall we, against the Detroit Lions, and we'll see how JJ McCarthy does in his first playoff game. Hopefully he does better than Sam Darnold. Jared Goff versus JJ McCarthy here in the playoffs and wildcard weekend at Ford Field. Let's see what happens. So we will be down 7-0 to start things off, but we will respond with a touchdown. And now we get a stop, a fumble recovered by Dallas Turner, which is good. I don't think the Vikings have gotten the production they've wanted to see out of Dallas Turner this season, so it is nice to see that in the playoffs. But we do nothing with it. Instead, we're down 14-7. It looked like we're about to score off a turnover, and we do not. Still have a chance to tie the game here, and we will. Nope, 10-14. But now we have the ball with 4 minutes left. JJ McCarthy, this could be a legacy drive for you right here, right now. I will not jump in. I think it's too early in the video, so let's see if it happens for us. And it's not going to. We're going to lose 10-21, and unfortunately, we only put up 10 back in the playoffs. Well, I don't know if McCarthy played as bad as Sam Darnold did, but he definitely didn't put up enough points. I'll say that at least. Defense gave us a chance to win the game. We fold in the fourth quarter. We'll get back to the drawing board. So the Lions go on to win 21-10. Let's get to work in the offseason once again. So the 49ers ended up getting back to the Super Bowl, and this time they finally win, I assume, under Kyle Shanahan. Assuming Kyle Shanahan's still the coach there, 28-21. Well, at least in Madden. We obviously know he's the coach in real life. But we only have $34 million in cash space, and we have 13 players we need to talk to. So we'll see how this turns out. We have Jordan Addison, which is fifth-year option, which we'll go and accept, obviously. Ivan Pace, definitely have interest in bringing him back. Metellus, Van Ginkel, I have interest. Jones, we're letting go, as I mentioned already. Probably let Jalen Naylor go since we have Tutu Atwell now. And yeah, so it's not a crazy list. That's good at least. There's a couple guys. So Ivan Pace does start it off for me. I do want to bring him back. Only 25 years old still. He is going to test for agency. What does it cost a franchise tag a middle linebacker? $19 million. Don't think I can get there. Metellus shouldn't cost too much, so I'll try to bring him back. Which actually, he was our starter. I don't know why I thought we had a different strong safety. I know Harrison Smith used to be there, but then Van Ginkel is very interested in coming back, so I assume he'll stick around. Although we could give the keys to Dallas Turner and let him rock, but I think Van Ginkel being superstar dev, we got to bring him back. Aaron Jones will let go. Ivan Pace said no to us, and we'll see if there's any way to free up more money, because $9 million in cash space doesn't give us a ton to work with, obviously. Hopefully we'll have more draft picks this coming offseason as well. That was very hurtful last year. So we'll take a look at the team salaries and see if there's any obvious players that, you know, are just making way too much money. We need to cut them. So Brian O'Neill, 87 overall, probably won't do that. Jonathan Grenard, no. Christian Darrisaw, yeah. So to me, there's not any like clear, obvious, like, okay, let's cut him to free up money. So we really only have $9 in cash space, which sucks because we have, you know, I guess we have a good roster. So we really shouldn't be surprised. But I say, because we have JJ on the rookie contract, so that should help in theory, but you do have a talented roster as is already. So again, shouldn't be too shocking, and I don't know why I am shocked. So running back will have to be drafted probably, Addison, Jefferson. So offense will not be moved at all other than running back, unless if there's a good running back in free agency that we could just sign. But I'm pretty sure there usually isn't, unfortunately. So yeah, offense won't be touched other than running back. Defensively, you're going to need another middle linebacker. Other than that, you technically have starters everywhere. So this would be technically just another year of running it back, it looks like. So You know, it's better than nothing, but let's go see if we can sign one player in free agency with our $10 million in cap space. Also, let's see what our draft pick situation is going into this offseason. I'm assuming we'll have all of our picks this time. So we have a round one, okay, so we have everything in 2026. That's good. So that'll help out a ton at least with little to no money to work with. So middle linebacker, running back, let's see if we can get it in free agency. So yeah, if we had money like Parsons or something, it'd be wild or awesome, but no. So running back, we have Algier, which, yeah, but I don't know if I really want to pay him to be our starter. Rashad White obviously had his time in Tampa for a while, but Bucky Irvin has clearly taken that job. Middle linebacker, so Nakobe Dean, who actually has interest in coming here, so we might be able to get him. Ivan Pace is probably gone. Nakobe Dean, we barely have enough money to give him, so let's see if he would sign. He's only normal dev, which sucks, but 25 years old, he should sign it. And he will sign. So we replaced Nakobe Dean with, or probably, all right, sorry, replace Ivan Pace with Nakobe Dean. So again, we'll head to the draft. We'll have to draft our running back. Maybe we do it round one. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, clearly emphasis on getting a running back and then whatever else we can in this draft. So picking at number 23. So let's go ahead and see what we'll have on the board when we're there. So right tackle goes right before we're about to pick, and let's see what we got as far as, like, I'm not saying we need to draft a running back right here, right now, no matter what, but I do want to see if there's not options. So we do have CJ Baxter out of Texas. Don't know if I've heard of him. Maybe he's played it down. Oh, bro. I'm doing it, guys. I mean, Aaron Jones had such a good season for us. We could just give it the keys to Cam Akers, but I do believe getting a running back is very important, man. We see what happened to Dallas when they only had Rico Dowdle, who they, number 4 in true value drive, number 23. So to me, that was a no-brainer, and it worked out. So we have a running back to add to this offense. That should take some pressure off JJ McCarthy. Like I said, Aaron Jones was good last season, so it's not like we were, had no run game last year, but that replaces Aaron Jones and possibly and then some. So that's fantastic. Let's see what we got with this next pick. So to me, I want to spend the rest of this on defense if possible. Safeties does become something I'm looking at. It's Ronnie Allen out of USC or Markel Hyde out of Alabama are two guys I'm definitely considering right now. Corners I feel good about. Coverage linebackers we don't need in this scheme technically. We signed Nakobe Dean before free agency and do have McGee down here out of Villanova. Let's take a look at the free safeties and then we'll look at McGee as well. So Ronnie Allen has B-hit power, D-man coverage. Let's see what his physicals. 4.4, 40-yard dash are the fastest free safety 40-yard dash-wise. A pursuit, D-man, zone is B through D. So let's take a look at the other free safety really quickly. That was Markel Hyde out of Alabama. B-hit, power, C-man coverage, C tackle, C zone. He's also 5'11", so I didn't even look at the other guy's height, so I'll need to look at that. So he's still pretty fast as well. I don't think you can go wrong with either. How tall is the other one? If that's going to... So they're both 5'11". I'm going to roll with Ronnie Allen just because he's the fastest one, I guess, and hopefully that ends up working out. So Ronnie Allen's going to be the pick here. Welcome to Minnesota. Number 34 true value, drafted 55, and he's hidden depth, so I can actually feel pretty good about that pick. So happy with that one. And now we'll make this last selection in round 3 and let the assistant GM take care of the rest. So in round 3, let's see what we got. I'm kind of rooting for... Well, I guess I don't really know what I'm rooting for. Just give me a good player here. So, corners, we have another safety. We have a D tackle down the board in Trey Rainey. So, out of Maryland, we have Peter Clark, Randy Logan. Okay, we have a tight end down here, corner, free safety, right outside linebacker. So, let's take a look at the D tackle out of Maryland. Not feeling too particularly good about him, so probably won't go that direction. Jeremiah York is up here, but Whitlock out of Georgia or Brenton Bonds out of Louisville. Free safety. I'm gonna let's look at Randy Logan as well. B pursuit, B tackle, has terrible zone and man coverage, bro. I don't know if I like anybody on the board right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't really want to force a wide receiver. I feel good about what we have, but I guess you can never have one, I don't know, you could have someone for the future. So out of all the guys that are left right now, I think I might take Eddie Betts. So Eddie Betts is going to be the pick here. 6'3" wide receiver. Welcome to Minnesota. Number 8 true value, drafted him 87. So not bad. He is hidden dev. Didn't really like the board right there, not going to lie to you. But, all in all, worked out. Got a hidden dev wide receiver that could maybe contribute in the future. So let's go see what the lineup looks like for year 2. It was good to make the playoffs year 1 with McCarthy starting. We're looking to make that next step potentially go win a playoff game this year. So here is the lineup going into season 2. McCarthy's up to an 81 overall, which is solid, and Baxter's an 80 overall right out of the draft. So we should get a lot of production from him, which is good. We're going to leave the playbook the same. We'll leave the scheme the same because it seems like things went fairly well with it. So I'm going to rock with it again. Defensively, we really didn't do a good job. Although, like I said, I wouldn't mind playing Dallas Turner there again, which we'll probably end up doing. Let's just move him to right end at this point. Allen is a 75 overall backup, so that's good. But we're going to move Dallas Turner down to the right end. And then we're going to rock with what we have currently. And we'll hope that we make the playoffs again. So I'm assuming with Baxter coming in, that should be a ton of help on the offense. Should be better than Aaron Jones was, I think. Hopefully. It looked like he was a really good running back. So I'll see you guys at the end of year 2, hoping we're in the playoffs. If not, I'll be a very disappointed man. So at the end of year number 2, we go 10-7. Either we missed the playoffs at 10-7 or we got the bye at 10-7. And I have a feeling we missed the playoffs, which would suck because I don't think you get the bye at 10-7. That sounds insane. So the NFC must have been absolutely stacked. So yeah, it was. 10-7 in New Orleans got them in, but we missed the playoffs because our division was good. That is nasty work. I'm not going to lie. 10-7 usually gets you in, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think 10-7 this year in real life would have got you in the playoffs, because even when Washington won their 10th game, they didn't clinch yet. So yeah, 10-7 did not get us in. It looked like we had a really good season. You take 10-7 each and every day if you know you're a franchise, but did not result in what we wanted. So offensively 14th in the NFL, defensively 9th in the NFL. So 37-8. McCarthy continues to be really good. Baxter came in, was really fantastic. 5 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Justin Jefferson back in the 21 touchdowns for that boy. I mean, if you drafted him in fantasy, you'd be pretty happy with that production. 797 yards with Addison and 830 yards from Tutu Atwell. Defensively, sacks-wise, 9.5 for Grenard, 8.5 from Van Ginkel, and 5 from Davenport. Interceptions, 2 from Dean, 2 from Byron Murphy, 1 from Grenard, 1 from Debo, 1 from Nate Hobbs, and 1 from Cameron Bynum. So disappointed with the 10-7 record, not being in the playoffs. That really sucks. So Jonathan Grenard maybe went up to was he already a superstar? He might have went up to Superstar X Factor. Or I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not sure. But let's get in the offseason again. It's back to the drawing board for another time here. And we'll continue getting to work on the roster. You know what's crazier than missing the playoffs at 10-7? Missing the playoffs at 10-7 is not that crazy. Well, let me not pretend it is. But the Giants and the Jets were in the Super Bowl. So yeah, take that for what it is. That's crazy to think about. Matt, does that? I don't think that's ever happened. It may have happened like years ago. I don't know. I haven't been alive forever, as we all know. But J.J. McCarthy already about to be on his 5th-year option, which is crazy. Dallas Turner, oh gosh, I don't think he'd accept the 5th-year option based off the production we've gone. O'Neal's a free agent. Tutu Atwell's a free agent. So thankfully, we don't have too many important free agents to worry about. Like our center's about to be gone. Yeah, so there actually is more important free agents than you'd think. But Brian O'Neill is the most important guy on this list. So that is absolutely who we'll be going for here. So, wow, we may not be able to sign him. Damn, dude, this is going to be rough. All right, well, not going to have a lot of leeway this offseason, and we might lose a couple starters. The draft is probably going to be our best friend once again, which is really disappointing. So let's see if there's, I mean, we could restructure some contracts, I guess. We could save $15 million by cutting Jefferson. Obviously, we're not doing that. So did Grenard go up to Superstar X Factor or something? He did. So he's a Superstar X Factor now, which is awesome. But restructuring contracts is probably going to happen this offseason, in my opinion. So this will be kind of our all-in move because I don't know if you guys are aware, but when you restructure contracts, it screws you bad, bro. It screws you bad, especially in Madden. I don't know how they do it in real life. Sometimes NFL salary cap confuses me, but we just freed up like $31 million right there. So I'm going to settle on that. That should give us enough money to get Brian O'Neill back, which is very important right now. $45 million in cap space now left available. So Brian O'Neill, you need to get your behind back on this team. So that's going to be a lot of our chunk of our money gone. Atwell, Harrison Phillips. I'm going to let all these guys walk in free agency, and we'll kind of see what our options are there. And that will be kind of what we work with. And I think we need to sign a punter as well. I just saw that we had a 40 overall punter, which ain't going to do it. That's not good at all. So that will be needed to be addressed for sure. Oh boy, Aiden Hutchinson has Jair's here too. Oh wow, this is a good looking free agency class, and we have like no money to work with. So let's take a look at what the roster is truly looking like right now before we just go spending willy-nilly. So Aiden Hutchinson though might have to be signed. So this is what it looks like. So I'm not going to go for a center because Madden drafted us a 7 overall normal depth center. We have Dickerson as well. So we'll let him be the wide receiver 3. That's fine with me. So we're going to leave the offense alone entirely. McCarthy being up to an 86 overall, by the way, is awesome to see. Defensively, wow, we have no middle linebacker and no D tackle. So as much as I want to sign Aiden Hutchinson, I do think, getting middle linebackers is probably going to be important, and getting a D tackle here as well is also going to be important. So that will be where this money is spent if possible. So we'll go see what we got here. So Hutchinson, as much as I love that you have interest in coming here, and I wish I could just spend all my money on you, probably won't go that route. So let's see if there's any good D tackles, and we need a punter too, like I said. So there's Deontay Wyatt, who's superstar dev, but doesn't have any interest in coming here. Middle linebacker, you have Bobby Okereke. Again, also has no interest. Jerome Baker. All right, so let's go with the punters first. So let's go look at the punters, because we need a freaking punter, because that was just not good at all. So that's going to be a little bit of our money gone, but it is a necessary position we need. That's very important. The Bobby Okereke, let's go for Bobby Okereke. This will be quite a bit of our change gone, but I think getting him would be nice. So D tackle is probably going to be drafted. So Bobby Okereke and our punter is going to be what we get. We're also getting a superstar dev middle linebacker, by the way, Bobby Okereke. So can't be too upset about that. So let's go cook for this last and final draft that we have. Aiden Hudson goes to the Giants. That pass rush just got even better. So that will be interesting. Him and Lawrence, that's a nasty duo, not going to lie. But all right, let's take full advantage of this draft. D tackle probably has to be our first round pick, because we don't have a guy there right now. So let's see what we got going on here. So we'll be picking pretty early. 18, I guess 18 is the middle of the pack. That's not really early, so let me not say that. But all right. Morgan Vaughn, dude, why is it always the position I want goes right before I'm about to pick? That was who I would have taken. We have Arch Manning still on the board. That's insane, but we don't need Arch Manning. Tevin McCann out of Clemson probably has to be the guy, or Henning. So let's see what Clemson guy is looking like. B block shouldn't be finesse moves. Let's actually sort this though. So we got McCann still here. Arch Manning being here is crazy, but I'm not going to draft him. Henning, safeties are here, but Pleasance, whoa, we drafted him, and he was really good in the previous video, but I'm not going to draft him again. So we'll grab Tevin McCann this time. Hope he's a good pick. If he's not, we sold the bag. Number 74 true value, drafted him at 18. He's only normal dev, so not the best pick in the world at all. But I think it said that about the last D tackle we took in the previous video, and he ended up working out. So whatever. What can you do about it? All right. We have to make the playoffs next year, by the way. Like, that's set in stone. Free safety will not be drafted because we have 2 there right now. Ty Lawrence. Pleasance is here still. Do I taking 2 D tackles, though, back-to-back is nasty work. I don't know if I can get there. Brock Westbrook will be the next pick. So welcome to the Vikings. Number 51 a true value, drafting at 50, so pretty much drafted him at his truest value. And I'm actually going to go ahead and let my assistant GM take care of the third rounder here, or third round pick here as well. All right, guys, we're about to probably get in the final season because we, like I said, restructured contracts, and our situation is going to be screwed. We also have to pay JJ McCarthy here soon. So yeah, once we do that, we're not winning the Super Bowl. So we got to win now, and we got to win fast. So this season needs to be our year. We got to get in the playoffs first. We missed it entirely last year at 10-7. The team looks good. I have confidence we'll make it. Just got to get in the dance, man. That's all I can really say. So at the end of the season, we finish up at 12-5 and make the playoffs. So that feels good to be in the dance, which is what I wanted. Does 13-4 get you the bye? It would have gotten us the bye. If we would have won week 18, we win the first round bye. That is very disappointing to say the least, but nothing we can do about it now. We are the 2nd seed, so that's good at least. But let's go take a look at the player stats. We draw the Falcons in round 1, which will be or no, it's not the Falcons. Sorry, it's the Cowboys. Offensively, 16th in the NFL. JJ McCarthy continues to be really good. So the middle of the pack on both sides. 3 interceptions a whole season is damn impressive. So shout out to JJ McCarthy. 8 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Baxter continues to be great. Addison had a great season. 10 touchdowns. Dickerson is the 3rd wide receiver, worked out too. Baxter added 1 receiving touchdown. Sacks wise, you have 16 from Grenard, 10.5 from Van Ginkel, 8.5 from our Rook. Not bad. Interceptions, 3 from Nakobe Dean, 2 from Adebo, and 2 from Bynum. But this has to be our deep playoff run. This is where the video ends, regardless of what happens. So let's see if we can come in and beat the Dallas Cowboys to move on to divisional round. We have not won a playoff game in this video. Obviously, we lost to the Lions year 1. So get back to winning playoff football, hopefully. So it is still Dak Prescott as the quarterback. So JJ McCarthy versus Dak. Let's see if we can go get our first playoff win with JJ. It looks like we're about to score on our first drive, and we just didn't. Defense is holding them so far. We get an penalty? I don't know what's going on, but they're up 7-0. We need a score, JJ. What are we doing? So please put up some freaking points. There we go. 7-7 interception. There we go. Game's starting to turn now. Got to go score again, and they will. Okay, so there's a minute 21 left in the clock. Either we're going to overtime or JJ McCarthy's about to have a game-winning drive for us. We're going to overtime, and the Cowboys will score 21-14. So your boy has to come out here and save the freaking day as usual. I can't just see the AI take care of business for us with the Vikings. So let me see if I can come out here and take care of business for the boys here. So we'll start off with the dump off to our running back. And he's got the same hair as Aaron Jones, so he's pretty much the same dog. So let's just continue to feed them. I'm assuming they'll give us one-on-one of Hawkinson is there. Gonna have him come. Oh my gosh, I am so freaking lucky that was not intercepted. That would have been ball game. So Hawkinson, you gotta come up with that catch, dude. We got 2 minutes left in the clock, by the way. All right, well, get a first down here. So either we check it down to our running back, or we have Jefferson. Thankfully, wow, that pocket was incredible because I had to wait for that route to develop, and I didn't feel any pressure at all. Don't know if I almost got sacked there. If I did, I didn't feel it whatsoever. But like I said, this might be the same exact play all over again. We have Jefferson again. So that will be another touchdown, and you guys already know what time it is. Let's get to going for it. You guys know in overtime, we're going for it, dude. Like, we're not allowing the Cowboys to get the ball back here to go win the game. So just give me a traditional stick somewhere. Dragon spacing, slants. There's no traditional stick here. Or wait, didn't we just use it twice? What am I talking about? It's right there. So we'll go stick. This one looks like they have it pretty well covered, but we'll see how this turns out. Jefferson is thick. Low-key, kind of a wonky ball from JJ, but it worked out. JJ to JJ to win the game 3 different times there in a row, and we're moving on to divisional weekend. So we're back at home for divisional round, and we get Jaden Daniels versus JJ McCarthy here. So this should be a ton of fun. I often don't really see Washington having a ton of success in the Madden Sim, so this will be very interesting to see how this works out. So we start off with the football here on the on the Commanders defense, not Jaden Daniels, although he is the team right now, not gonna lie. We get a fumble recovery on the Commanders. We're up 14-0 just like that. They get a field goal. And okay, so 6-14. If we score again, this could be out of reach, and that should be your ball game, it looks like. Hate to be doing this to my Commanders right now, but hey, man, I'm representing the Vikings today, I guess, in this rebuild. So happy to have beaten them, and we're moving on to the NFC Championship. We just had Jaden Daniels versus JJ McCarthy, and now we're I was about to say we're gonna get Penix versus JJ McCarthy. So it would have been like, quarterbacks from the same draft class twice in a row, but it looks like the Falcons are starting Anthony Richardson now. So never mind that thought. So we got the NFC Championship here in Atlanta. Let's see if we can come out here, start off strong. And no, the Falcons, they did get the first seed, so they had the bye. And now we get an interception from Jonathan Grenard of all people, and we'll tie it up. 7-14. We get some points before half is over, and now the Falcons will be up 2 possessions. We need to score here badly. We get it like we want, 17-20. But the Falcons cannot stop scoring. Is this where the road comes to an end? Are the Falcons going to bounce us here? 17-27, and we may not get the Super Bowl today. But what I will say is we'll try to score quickly, and we'll allow our defense to maybe get us a stop for us. I don't even know what I just did, but I guess we changed the play. So we have Hawk. Ooh, this is going to be dangerous. Yeah, it wasn't quite there. All right, so I didn't really like that play to begin with, so okay, I'm okay with that being incomplete technically, so better than throwing a pick or something. So all right, we need to score very fast, though. We need to keep all 3 of our timeouts to allow our defense to be able to stop the clock twice, and I don't see anything. So I'm just going to scramble up the middle, and let's just keep going. At least I didn't see. There was probably something open. I just didn't see it, unfortunately. But all right, let's see if we can get a first down. We need to move the sticks. And okay, well, that ball was sailed on Justin Jefferson, so that's not good. We need a first down in the worst way possible, but we also need to score quickly still. But first down is going to be the main priority right now. So let's make sure we have a quick route here. We have Jefferson for the first. Oh, my goodness. That dude, he barely just got that. Wow. All All right, let's keep it moving. Now we gotta start throwing this ball downfield, bro. We don't really have time to just sit here, and I don't have time to get it to him. Arnold with the sack. This is gonna get very dicey now, so we're gonna have to just launch this downfield. Give me some time. Gonna go to Addison here. Addison, I need a big catch out of you, please. And that's gonna be a big catch. We're gonna have to spike this. 28 seconds left. Yeah, this is not going to be a ton of time to work with. Even if we get the ball back, we got to onside it, bro. We're going to have to onside this kick. We cannot take a sack right now. So let's just make sure. I'm going to go Jefferson in the corner and hope he makes a play, and he does. So Jefferson, it's Justin Jefferson. All right, now we're going to go out here and play the full game and see if we can get the stop we're looking for. So, yeah, obviously, let's kick the field or kick the extra point here. But this might be coming to a disappointing end in the NFC Championship. So Anthony Richardson's going to beat us, unfortunately, which is a dirty thought in itself. But let's try to onside kick this bad boy. I don't exactly know I know there's a trick to doing an onside kick, but I don't know exactly how to do it. But we'll try it anyway, and I think it's with the other. I don't know, bro. So let's just, I guess, kick it straight. And I don't know if we're supposed to do full power or whatever, but let's just see if this works. Oh, wow. Yeah, they got it. They got that really quickly. It actually got a bounce, too. But we got to try to get a stop. And, yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to make that happen. But we'll try. So let's see if we can get a stop on defense. They're obviously going to run this ball out. Might be using quarterback runs, too. With Anthony Richardson's legs, obviously. Let's see if we can... if they throw this ball... Well, I guess I'm not really... Okay, that's going to be a good start. So call our first timeout. Again, we were not going to have a ton of time here. But we'll do what we can. So let's just continue... Try to stop the run here. We're going to bring Cameron Bynum up again. And we're just going to try to stop the run. Please get him. There we go. Okay. They're in 12. They may or not. All right. So we're just going to keep running the same play. It's working out very well. All right. Just run the ball again. We should be... Oh, gosh. Get him down. Just get him down. Woo, that was sketchy. Sketchy business. 4th and 5. All right. Well, we'll at least have a chance. Are they going to go for it? No way they're going for this. They might. They're going to go for it, bro. Are we serious right now? Why are you doing this to me, dude? Just, I can't even call a timeout. They're going to get the first. No, they don't. No, they don't. You know what? They didn't get it. They didn't get it. We have a chance. There's 7 seconds left. They didn't get the first down. They want us to get in field goal range, but that's obviously not going to happen. We pretty much have one play for glory here. That's all there is to it. So we're going to be throwing Dickerson on the go. Jefferson, we need to find time. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get this down there. Give me a PI, please. Give me a PI. There's a PI. Oh my gosh. There's going to be a PI. We can tie this game. Oh my goodness. That is the biggest bailout of the century. Imagine I click decline. Wow. We're going to be able to tie this bad boy. That's actually insane. Let's tie this thing and get to overtime. Oh my goodness. We are not dead yet. 27-27. Wow. That is some crazy work. Now, I'm not going to play the full overtime, obviously. We'll allow defense to do its thing. But dude, the fact that we just made that happen, we get a PI drawn there, is actually insane. Well, let's see. We have won the toss, so obviously we're going to kick. And we'll allow them to have the ball first here in the overtime rules in the playoffs. Let's see what the Falcons decide to do on their first drive. We'll go back to Super Sim, and as long as we obviously get a stop on defense, which we do, I gotta come out here and play it. Don't I? We're on our own 2, so that's not good. So let's start with a fullback dive to get some room here. But we have a man named Justin Jefferson. So as long as we get the space here like we're looking for, that will be space. We got plenty of time. That's a 5-yard gain. Let's just continue. I'm not going to do a flip right now. Let's just hand it off to our elite running back. Or do we catch him with some crazy stuff? No, I can't take a sack. Let's just run the ball. If I take a sack here, that would be disastrous. 3rd and 4, only get 1 yard, though. So we got to throw here, I think. And we'll see what we can make happen. So double in. I'm looking for Addison. Hopefully, ooh, Jefferson, though. No, we have Addison for the first down. Let's just take the first down. Jefferson, ooh, okay, I'm about to say, you're about to break all the tackles in the world to get us down even further. But no, we're, all right, so let's continue going here. I really want to be able to just chuck this up to Justin Jefferson and move on here. They're going to bring, oh gosh, they're bringing the blitz. Oh, thankfully, that's just a incomplete pass. I was about to do some crazy stuff there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was about to just chuck that downfield with being one-on-one, but you know what? It's probably better that was incomplete. So let's see what we got going on here. I got it off. Jefferson, I'm trusting you to make the 27-27. All we need to do is get in field goal range, by the way. That's all we need right now. I just realized that. Just get me in field goal range. That's all we need. Well, I guess I'm talking to myself. I'm the one playing. We need to get in field goal range. So let's see if we can get this in field goal range. Hawkinson is going to be open. That's a good throw. McCarthy, you freaking stud. Continue to play well. I think we handed off to our running back, man. We drafted him for a reason. Let's feed the man. So, ooh, okay. We're going to get some yards there. 2nd and 6. Let's continue to feed him. Yeah, we're going to go right back to him. Actually, I kind of like Jefferson, or sorry, not Jefferson. I like Addison on this out route because I think he'll beat this guy. He does, and that's going to be a first down and more. Can we beat Bate? Oh, that's Bates. Get to the end zone. Oh, my goodness. That's going to be a walk-off touchdown. Let's freaking go. We're going to the Super Bowl when all odds were stacked against us there. We're going to the freaking Super Bowl. Wow. Incredible. Feel free to call me Crushables for the rest of this one because, man, we got bailed in the NFC Championship. But here we are in the Super Bowl. We're going up against the Bengals who start off with a field goal. Hopefully we can match, but this time with the... Oh, nope, 3-3. So I'm about to say, hopefully we can match the scoring effort, but with a touchdown. It's 3-3 so far, so defenses are playing well, but now we're up 10-3. The Bengals will tie it, though. We're going to go score again, 17-10, and the Bengals are back on it, man. We score a field goal, and that's it. Let's freaking go, baby. JJ McCarthy and the Vikings are going to get a Super Bowl, and that is how this beautiful video will end, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop it a like. Get into the next offseason rebuild tomorrow. Excited for divisional playoffs this weekend. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.